guys, I'm Jesse.
And I'm Afton, and this is
The Much Podcast. Have you experienced a season where God has used stillness to transform you?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to go back, way back. I'm going to go back. I don't know.
I saw your notes on this.
I know, but
right here.
These notes are all jumbled.
Someone didn't print their notes. She's on my computer.
It wasn't on my checklist.
We've had so many issues.
That's fine.
Just like technical difficulties, forgetting stuff. Like if you're watching, I'm like checking this constantly because I'm so afraid something's going to turn off. But I made a checklist. I'm like, okay, Jesse, here's all the things that you need.
Although I'm going to forget to say this, but I know that he's going to listen. This light needs...
Casey, our light keeps flickering, okay?
Yeah. So what did I just say? Where were we at?
You're right here.
Okay.
So how has God used this season of stillness to transform you?
Okay, totally going to go back to 2020. Was it 2020?
Yeah, COVID.
I go back to this because it literally changed our family dynamic. It really did. My husband says it was people look at it as the worst season. My husband looked at it as the best season because all we could do was stay home and go do things outside. So we fished all the time, and like that was like the best thing ever. And you don't think of anything else because nothing else in the world is going on.
Yeah.
So you're not worried about FOMO. You're not worried about any of that.
No one's
because
doing
no one's doing anything.
And if they are, you're like, I'm not getting sick.
Yeah, exactly.
No thanks.
But I really look at that and I'm like, it really did. And I mean, it's been a long time now, but like it made me look at things way different and know that I actually can be still. Like I actually can be not busy. I actually can do this thing for someone like me that likes to be busy and doing all these things.
Yeah.
Like I can do it and still like be okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do feel like everyone else not being able to do it helped out a lot.
Yes.
Because I was like,
we're all miserable together.
Yeah, nobody's going to any parks, indoor parks. Nobody's going on vacation. No one's doing
even out to eat. Like
right.
Yeah.
And so those are the things I love to do.
And it's funny too because I read the question on this and I'm like, I don't know if I have a specific like instance like that where there was a whole season of like stillness, but for me it's like every time that I come to him and truly just like block out everything else and just like sit at his feet like Mary, like every single one of those will transform me. Like if I'm truly seeking to just like sit with him and listen and just like be with him and not have an agenda and not have, I don't know, like all these prayer requests and stuff and just like truly just sit with him, like every time he transforms me. It's like
and he will.
Peace that I didn't think that I needed, or just aligning my heart back with him, like just, or he'll give me a word on something that's like, oh, okay, that's exactly what I needed to hear in this moment. And so it's like every time that I find the rest,
it's finding the rest.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And of course, and the enemy tries everything to distract us from rest.
Oh yeah.
I will say another example too is when my papa passed away, and it like death does something. Like it just it makes you stop in your tracks.
Yeah.
Like it really does. And not only that, but like it makes you think of what is like truly important. And at that time it was like we were around my family all the time. It was almost like we were reminiscing about all of the things that we used to. We were together a lot that week, and it just, I don't know, it just put things in perspective, and it really made me think I need to do some things differently that I've taken maybe for granted a little bit.
And it's always so like, it's kind of one of those bizarre things too, like when someone passes, that you do have this like introspective reality check that's like, oh, like what would they write in my obituary? Like, who would say nice things after I'm gone? What memories would people carry of me? That are they of me being stressed and overworked and being so busy and complacent and just not truly ever present? Or would it be like the slow, easy moments that you spent like just enjoying quality time with people?
Yeah, and it's like whenever something like that happens in your family, everything kind of just goes on the back burner. So you're not thinking about the next day. You're not thinking about what you have to do.
It's like a pause, like it's a complete pause.
It is.
Yeah.
And that just made me really Okay, so why is a Christian community important during overwhelming seasons?
I stole your one comment off of this.
Are you serious?
But it's really good. Because God never intended for us to do life alone. And there's so many stories and verses in the Bible where he just talks about the importance of community. But I think the most important thing is the enemy's first tactic is always going to be to try and isolate us and to get us alone and in our feelings and our eyes off of what we're supposed to be doing. And it is so hard to be isolated when you have people checking in on you. And so you start missing church, or you stop showing up for this or that, or responding to text messages. And there are people in your life that are going to be like, time out, what's going on? Are you okay?
And that's totally me. And some people do not like that.
Oh, so they feel like you're calling them out?
It's like they do, but they don't. But like, I'm one of those people like, what is wrong? I know something's wrong. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Yes. Is everything okay?
Stuff.
Yeah.
But it's honestly, it's a love thing.
Yeah.
Like it's a care thing.
Yep.
And I don't know anybody. Never met anybody that doesn't want to be loved. Just or that they may think they don't want to be loved, but I've not met anyone that truly doesn't want to be loved.
Or that when something like that happens, or you're going through something, like as uncomfortable as it might be, to be like, hey, where have you been? Is everything okay? To know that someone cares enough to notice that you weren't there, or that you have been different lately, like that's important.
And I know for me, like especially like being isolated, I'm good for about 1 day. That's why Jesus has 1 day for rest. I was thinking about that the other day.
That.
But I'm like Mondays normally are my days to rest. Where if I can just stay home all day, like that's a big deal to me, and get stuff done, and I feel really great. And then, but the next day, like if I have to do that for 2 days, it's like
too much.
It's too much. And I love the people that can do that all the time.
Yeah.
More power to you. I wish I was more like that.
It's the same like with working from home. I'm like, give me like 1 day, maybe 2 at home. Mostly to do all of the like very tedious things that I need to get done. But I'm so easily distracted at work by like people coming to talk, or an emergency, or like, something's going on that I need to be like there for. But when you're at home, you're disconnected, but still like working and trying to get some stuff done. And I feel like I can get so much done in like a day at home. And then I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Like, take me back. I can't be here any longer by myself. Yeah.
I just thought of something too. Like, a lot of people isolate themselves. Like me, there are times in my life where I can look back and I've had a really hard season, or like I'm going through something, and I do isolate myself, and that's not like me. So other people obviously realize that, but I love this too. There's times where I've just had someone sit with me. Like, just sit with me.
Just the presence.
Like, just their presence. Yeah. They don't got to say one word. But just come and sit by me.
Yeah.
And I have friends that'll do that.
Yeah.
And it means so much to me. Just to have someone, because that's the type of person I am.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it.
You don't have to tell me anything.
Yeah.
I'm just going to like.
And some people love to be alone. And I think that's great too. I love that. I'm not that person. But normally I'm a pretty bubbly, like, but when I'm in those seasons, I've noticed, like, I don't have anything to say. But those people that will just sit with me in silence, man, there's something to be said about that.
Oh, yeah. Those are some good friends that are just like, I'm just going to be here.
Exactly. And that can happen when, when you're feeling spiritually dry. And the enemy, like I said, loves convincing overwhelmed people to disappear.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Nobody's, or take this, someone tells you something and it's taken as something totally different, and the enemy just starts festering.
Oh, yeah.
Like, did they really mean it like that?
In your head,
or did that like they don't? Do they must really not like me, or all this stuff?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, get out of my head.
Yes.
Like, get out of my head. I ain't got time for you.
Yes. That's so good.
It is, but having that kind of community protects people from burnout as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I've learned that in ministry. Like, you need those people. Even if you look at other moms, when you're around other moms that are in your community, Christian people that are going to like carry you through those seasons. I can look back and think about those people, but a lot of times you feel burnt out on something, and those are when those people come and they lift you up.
Oh, yeah.
And instead of, because I've seen so many people just quit. Like, they just quit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you just let the enemy win.
Yeah. Yep. And it's so easy to do because it's the easy choice.
Like, if you're gonna quit something, do it all out, and do it with grace, and do it in a way that's not just like, I'm done, I'm burnt out.
Yep.
Like, that's probably not the time you actually need to quit.
Stop. Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that it's not something that you need to quit, but I would say most of the time, if it's under those circumstances, it's probably, I would say, not the right timing.
No.
I'm being serious.
It
really.
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
What I was also, when I was jotting down some notes on this too, I'm like, it's not a one-way street. So I feel like that's also like a misconception, is like someone will miss church and they're like, well, no one reached out to me and asked me like if something was going on. And not every person is going to notice every single thing every time. Like, we all have stuff going on, but I feel like it is a two-way street that also requires us to be like, to have a person like a spiritual mentor or a really great Christian friend or someone that we could reach out to be like, I'm really struggling with X. Like, this has been weighing on me. Could you just pray for me? Like, just so that someone knows what's going on. I feel like there are people that you typically have in your life that like you could say something like that to. It's just like, I just need to vent. Like, I have all of this going on. Or I'm really struggling with this. Can you point me to some scripture, or can you pray for me, or whatever? But I think it's just as important to seek out help, seek out community, seek out prayer when something like that happens. Because if you're aware and you're conscious and know that the first thing the enemy is going to do is try to isolate you, the way to combat that is to go seek out. Like, you're not going to take me away from everybody else. I'm going to go find people who are going to like intercede for me, or just be with me, or just check in on me. Just text me every couple of days and be like, hey, are you good? Like, or
I have those friends, those people, those spiritual that I can go to, and basically they'll be like, you need to get over yourself.
Yeah. Like, there's also that.
Like, okay, get up and do something. And that's a lot of times, sometimes that's what I need. Like, no, like, in a loving way. In a loving way. And those people mean a lot to me too, because I'm like,
that is my friend Joni. I can call her with a problem and she will be like, listen to me, and then she'll start asking like provoking questions that always end up circling back to like, oh, it's actually me problem. And then we'll be like, okay, so how are we actually gonna work on this? And then she'll be like, she lets me process all the feelings, and then she's like, okay, so now we're gonna come back to reality and talk about what you can actually do, you know.
That's good. And I think too, like, we carry each other's burdens, And maybe that is, just asking, what can I help you with? Like, not even actually, and some people, if you ask them, they're going to be like, no, I'm fine. I'm good. Maybe just go pray for them.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
I love the messages too that are like,
us.
Every once in a while I'll get a text from a friend that just says, how can I pray for you today? And I'm like, oh, that's so good. And it's usually hard to come up with something like, I need prayer over just like peace.
Yeah.
Like, but it's so like, there's some power in somebody doing that. Like,
do you ever make people dinner?
I do. Usually if someone's like sick or someone's like passed or, something like that where I know it's going to be very inconvenient for them
I
to
feel
make
like that's
dinner.
kind of a lot of people like don't do that as much now.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just saying, if I'm going through
You're going through a bad time, you want some food. Bring me tacos.
If I'm sick and you show up with food, I'm not going to tell you no.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you to leave my doorstep. No, I'm going to tell you, come on in.
Yes.
Okay? Just saying, let's get back to the dinners, okay?
Yes.
I'm going to plug that in. If you know somebody's sick this week or that's had
take them tacos.
A baby or that's had lost someone, stop what you're doing, get up. You don't even have to cook. I don't cook that much. I mean, I do, but not like these extravagant meals.
Get them dinner.
Go to Costco.
Here's a frozen pizza. I love you.
Seriously, though. What better? That is a really good idea.
Sam's Club or Costco sushi. I would accept that.
Sushi. Actually, Woods.
Anytime.
Woods has really good
Any
sushi.
Yeah, it really does.
They really do.
Anyways.
Okay, back. Squirrel. Anyways, I think, too, I think most importantly, your relationship with God is not measured by productivity.
That's really good.
He loves you because you are his, not because you checked every spiritual box this week.
Yeah. And I added to that, I just put, God wants you to keep showing up and just being consistent. He doesn't ask for perfection. He doesn't ask for your list to be complete. He just says, come spend time with me. Just like Mary did. Come sit at my feet and just sit with me.
And if you're going through something like that right now, maybe you're going through a hard season, maybe you're just tired and worn out, like sometimes it's just saying, God, like, help me find you again. Just help me find you again. That's all. Like just a simple prayer.
Yes.
You love that?
I love that. And last night at Women's Night, I kind of, at one point in the worship flow, I brought this up. Just like learning to rest in his presence is something that a lot of us will have to practice. But I was actually listening to a podcast yesterday, and it said like we should all really just practice like just being on our knees, this posture of being on our knees, because at some point we're all going to end up there eventually. And the more comfortable that we are with just being on our knees, like before the Father, like the easier that's going to come. And if we're in that setting of just like a humble posture and just surrendering like all of these things, like my schedule, my time, like my stresses, my worries, my fear, if we're just always in that posture of just like, I'm just surrendering to you, like it's going to get so much easier. And we will have that peace that comes with just giving it to him.
That's good.
So
I really want to add something there, but I'm not going to.
What?
Well, nothing.
No, you're going to say it.
Can we cut this?
Say it.
Well, I'm just like, we need something better than knees because some people have bad knees.
Oh.
Don't put this on there. Seriously, do not put this on there. But I was thinking.
I asked her last time, like, did I put the dancing at the end? And she's like, I didn't see that.
No, but I'm serious. Like, I have so many people with bad knees. But that's just really we're not really saying like knees. We're just saying, like, yourself is what that means.
Yes.
Okay?
Or you can even, a lot of times when I'm like praying, I will like do like mental pictures. So like even if you're not able to get into that like posture specifically, like if you have this like mental picture of yourself in this like state where you're just like bowing, like you're on your knees bowing in front of the Father. And really it's a heart posture.
Honestly,
it's just that like
it honestly
surrender.
is kind of it's uncomfortable. If you really think about it, some people, like, to me, like, it's very uncomfortable. Yeah. It is. Is it not? Is it not uncomfortable?
It is uncomfortable. So don't actually get on your knees.
No, I'm saying
figuratively.
Like if you're going up to the altar to get on your knees.
Yeah. The carpet.
I'm not gonna lie right now, but like I dread getting on my knees.
And if it's like after a leg day.
Yes. So
figuratively,
I just want to go pour out my heart
on your knees,
and I'm like, God, give me the strength in my knees. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Just kidding. I love or when someone kneels down and you're like, oh, I'm going to have to kneel down for this one.
Yeah. Are we both going to need assistance?
Sorry, we're going to cut all that out.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. We're cutting all that out. You're sitting there in this moment and I'm like, okay, God, just get this out of my head. Get this out of my head right now. But I'm like, dude, I had the other day when I did leg workout, there ain't no way I was getting down on my knees.
I love it. Okay. And remember, you are not too busy to do what God's called you to do, because He has called you to much more.
Guys, if you like this much episode, we would love for you to
like,
subscribe,
share,
all the things.
Comment, give us some love. Because we enjoy making these for you, and we love to hear your feedback.